Because it's like if you're compact, you want to be like taller.
Yeah, of course. Everybody, I mean, the grass is always greener.
Yeah, I remember the time that then all of a sudden I realized girls like the height of me.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah, exactly. All right, what are we gonna start?
who's gonna do some
The book is
shadow
right
boxing?
there.
Yeah, let's just slam testing. We'll do the fighting stuff tomorrow.
All right.
There's no point in shadow box. To be honest,
Yeah,
I
we
feel
were
like,
trying to fight.
you guys want to fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can do it. Yeah, I just feel
Wait,
like
shall we?
hitting pads on each other. And doing
He
all
hits
that.
me way too hard.
Yeah.
I don't
Yes.
know that I'm hitting hard. All right.
He's like, you don't
So-
have a reaction. I'm like, but look at your size.
Yeah.
To be fair, so I'm gonna do peanut
I
and
had
soda.
it. I had
Sorry.
somebody tell me once. They're like, if the person's smaller with you, it doesn't like sparring with you. You're not sharp. That was kind of like an easy take on it. I was like, and that's like when I watch guys spar with people because they don't come in and spar with people. I'm like, dude, he's not having fun. Is it like, you know what I mean? It doesn't get when I spar. It's like we can play, we can circle, we can be defensive. But when I hit him, I'm not gonna hit him so hard that he's like,
Yeah. It's like when I'm like, I was a beginner and everybody's just like slamming me. I'm like, oh my god.
So we're gonna take it with soda on the sun.
Let's do type 1, 2, 3, and then peanut on one side.
No,
I never. You.
no, please. No, go ahead. You got a better idea. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say let's do and we gotta do moving syllabus too.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll do type 1, 2, 3, peanut 1, or we work on peanut 2,
Okay.
and then we'll slam moving syllabus 1, 2, 3.
That's good.
Samba.
So you want to do that like all that 3 times? Okay.
Yeah, let's do it all. Let's do like everything. Let's do all the college twice.
Oops.
Take it with some each. Neat. Sun. Sheep. Go. Grip. Siege. Touch the eye.
Shit.
Yep. Itch. Neat. Sun. Sheep. Go. Grip.
Shit.
Siege. Touch. Go. One more time. Ready? Go.
Oops.
Itch. Knee. Tap. Shake. Go. Good. Itch. Okay.
Shit.
Go. Go. Itch. Knee. Sun. Shake. Go. Good. Okay.
Shit.
Itch. Touch. Go. Type 2. Good. H. This is Joran. Knee. Sun. Shake. Go. Good. Sit. Touch. Get.
Shit.
Go. Go. H. Knee. Sun. Shake. Go. Good.
Shit.
Sit. Touch. Go. Go. Right. Right. H. Knee. Sun. Shake. Go. Good. Sit. Touch. Get.
Shit.
Go. Go. H. Knee. Sun. Shake. Go. Good.
Shit.
Sit. Touch. Go. Go. Right. Technical sometimes. Go. H. Knee. Sun. Make sure these are chewed out punches. Shake your gas a little bit lower. See how your wrist is perfect in line with your shoulder? That's how I used to do it. But Joran is to the nose, shoot on is down to the solar plexus, and then gate on even lower than that. Okay, so even though I used to think 45 up, Joran, level shoot on 45 up, that makes sense. But actually it's like 45 up, 45 down, and then even lower. So there's like a big difference between Jodan and Shudan, and then just a little difference between Shudan and Gedan.
Oops.
And they're so specific about that, targeting the solar plexus to that's the difference. Jodan is your nose, Shudan is solar plexus, Gedan is the diaphragm and the abdomen. Shit. Oh. Good. Teach guys. Shit. H. Knee. Sun. Sheet to the middle. Go. Now high. Good. Teach. Okay. Shit. Jump. Jump. H. Knee.
You said that was Pinan, so no.
That's tight Kyokushin.
Is that Kyokushin? Sorry.
H. Knee. Sun. Sheet. Go. Good. Cinch. H. Cat. Shit. Go. Jump. H. Knee. Sun. Sheet. Go. Good. Shit. Cinch. H. Jump. Jump. Pinan one we'll do together, and then when we get done with Pinan one twice, I'll let you just practice that individually, and we'll go to Pinan two.
Oops.
Pinan son ichi. Pinan son ichi. Good. H. Knee. Sun. Sheet. Oh. Good. Cinch. Okay.
Shit.
Shit. Good. Jump. And then make sure. H. Knee. Sun. Sheet. Go. Good. Okay. Shit. Cinch. H. Jump. Jump. Yep. Just keep doing it. And you know what I try to do? Sometimes, like I try to, like everything's screwed up right now, but I try to do dedicated practices where I just do whatever kata, you know what I mean? But then there's other times where if I'm gonna mix in, like I'll do it between my sets. So I'll just do, or combination, or fighting combination, any movement, I'll do it like set on my lift and then do my kata. Go back to do my deadlifts, go back to do the kata. Back and forth, just, you know what I mean? Obviously, sometimes you're in the gym working out, you can't put it here, it makes sense. So you're just gonna go through a kata or do a ippon kumite, do your set, turn around, step, punch the back, block, and kick, and block, step, kick, step, block, kick, block, switch, yeah. And then you go back, catch your breath for 30 seconds or whatever, and then go back to your set on the weights. You did so you might end up saying, hey, I do, however many sets on the barbell, I got that many sets in of kata as well. It's like an easy way just to kind of make sure, you don't have to dedicate a set session, and it actually doesn't take that long. What did that take, 30 seconds? Right. Most, but it's like you don't even think about it.
Right. That is the rest period.
Yeah, it becomes like an active rest, you know what I mean? Rather than, just, especially if you're by yourself, it's easy to just kind of squeeze that in. Okay. One more time, Pinan son ichi, yoi. H. Knee. Sun. Sheet. Go. Good. Cinch. H. Cat. Shit. Go. Jump. H. Knee. Sun. Sheet. Go. Okay. Shit. Cinch. H. Jump. Jump. You keep working that long, you go to peanuts, and then we'll switch gears. H. B. Sun. She. Go. Good. I have a good night, thanks.
See you, man.
Shit. H. Shit. Go. Shit. H. Knee. Sun. Shit. Go. Good. Sich. Hutch. Jump. Jump, yeah. Shit. I've never gotten the 10 count to work on that. I don't know how. That's where I suck. I can't count to 10 using that card. That worked that time.
Okay.
1 out of, yeah, I'm officially 1 in like 107. Good. H. B. Sun. She. Go. Good. Sich. Okay. Shit. Tough. Jump. H. Knee. Sun. Sheep. Go. Rip. Sich. Shh. Touch. Jump. Shit. Damn.
It's so incredible. It's like you can go 3 days not practicing something and just skips your head.
They say, if you skip practice for a day, you know. If you skip practice for 2 days, your coach knows. And if you skip practice for 3 days, everybody knows. I like that one.
That's true.
Right? Like, it's like, if you skip practice for 1 day, only you know, only you feel it. Only, I mean, after 2, maybe a high, like a good eye would see the hesitation or something, but after 3, man, everybody's gonna start.
Like stuttering in the steps.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so incredible, man. It's like you literally have to practice your craft
That's the hard
every day.
I always say it's like a crucible skill. It's like, dude, if you use it or lose it, because if you're not maintaining it, you actually get worse.
Right.
And so sometimes people say like, I'm not getting any better. I was like, sometimes you gotta work just to stay the same.
Yeah.
Imagine having like imagine having like whatever your best back squat is. Now don't get any better for the next 20 years, but keep it right there.
Right.
That's gonna be hard.
Right.
You're gonna get 20 years and most people don't just get better with 20 years. Most
Right.
people struggle from 20 to 40 or 40 to 60 or 60 to 80. You know what I mean? But if you can keep it, that's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah.
That means you're as good as you were 20 years ago, which for most people is, you know, I mean, like for most people, they're.
It's not happening.
Yeah, let's say from like at least from 35 on. You know what I mean? From 35 to 55, most people aren't getting better physically.
Right.
You know, it's like, dude, if you could actually just keep that.
Right.
That skill. That would take
People
work.
want to do better than just keeping it.
I know, but the thing is, most like if they can, that's great. But sometimes they don't realize. If you had the flexibility, you had it. Allowing this. In 20 years from now, you might say, "Hey, I have to work really hard just to have the flexibility I had 20 years ago." You know what I mean? It's like that's because that's what happens with age. Nobody's. Otherwise, we'd have senior citizens in the Olympics.
Right.
All these hardworking people just getting better with age.
Right.
No, dude, that's just not realistic. You know what I mean?
Right.
Same flexibility as before.
Hey, if you just got better, you know what I mean? And it's not because they're not working hard, man. You know, it's just
Right.
that's just the reality. People wear and tear. And
No, you're you're absolutely right, Judah. Like, and that takes it into a totally different type of mentality. It's like, reality is, it's like my friend would always tell me, he said, you want to train in averages. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
see how many hours, average hours a week that you train and just stick to that.
Yeah.
That kind of, because average can make you great.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I think that sometimes it's easier to focus on. That's what I like to do. It's just like, then you just focus on putting in the work.
Mm.
The results will come. You know what I mean? For the most part. Like I get there's ideas of like work smarter, not harder, you know, but it's like for most people, if you're doing the right stuff, just getting the work in. Pretty important.
Right.
Let's go, so that was all the kata. And then let's do, the people on page 1, 2, and Sanban. And then we'll do the Renrakus, and then we'll do the everything.
Those,
We just treat it like. Good.
Well, you want me to join this? or-
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna do people on page 1, 2, and 3. So what we call Sanban, that's what we were talking about, Sanban. Right, the back, get on right. Shit. H, high punch. Knee, high block. Sun, kick. Shit. Hook. Rub. Sich. Punch. Jump. Jump, kick. Shit. H. Knee. Sun. Shit. Hook. Rub. Sich. Punch. Jump. Jump, kick. Shit, middle, H, low block. Sun, easy. Shake, go, rip, cinch, punch, tuck, jump, cat, shit, H, knee, sun, shake, go, rip, cinch, punch, tuck, jump, shit, H, knee, sun, shit, go, rub, cinch, punch, go, jump, shit, Sanban, high punch, middle punch, low punch, backwards, high block, middle block, low block, shit. High punch, middle punch, low punch, high block, middle block, low block. Shit. H, knee, sun, shit, go, rip, shit. H, knee, sun, shit, go. Rip, shit, okay, shit, try it. 1, both sides, 2, both sides, sun on both sides.
those,
H, D, sun, shit, go, rip, cinch, punch, jump, jump, shit, H, knee, sun, shit, go, rip, cinch, punch, jump, jump, shit, H, knee, sun, shit, go, rip, shit, okay, shit, H, knee, sun, shit, go, rip, shit, okay, shit,
I think it gets stuck in I try to think there's a rhythm to it, but I'm trying to get to a rhythm that I haven't developed yet before I,
and then the rhythm can change.
yeah,
And one of the change rhythms is basically the same, but you combine the last leg technique with the reset. So you're gonna go kick, reset. And so when they count that one, they only count 3. They go H, knee, sun, okay, H, knee, sun, and back here. Shit. It just chunks so instead of a 10 count, you you end up saying 3. It's not true. You have to say switch twice, which is 4 or 5, and blah, blah. But yeah, there's rhythm changes. And then what they're gonna do is they're gonna throw curveballs and they're gonna say ki on every strike. So you're gonna be here and you're gonna go, hey, shit, Nick, son, shit, shit, shit. Still can't analyze. Shit, got it every blocking technique. Shit, 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 shit. And all that does is keep frying your brain.
Right.
Like, so, all I can think of is, one, try to get it to like, where you know, like the back of your hand type, you know, inside and out. You can do it with your eyes closed. And then challenge yourself, try to take yourself through variations. And I'm just, like, I've been exposed to so many, so I just have a sense of like, okay, I'll try to do it. And I really don't challenge myself enough, but, you know, right side only 21. Right, middle, low, upper, you're rocking inside your heel, erosion, wash, Sakotsu, Yoga, Uchi, Hibu, Uchi, Joran, Soto, Uchi, whatever it is, Uchi, Together, right? And it just because that's what they're gonna, I always feel like they're not gonna do that on a test, and then they do that on the test.
Right.
Okay, everybody just try going backwards. And they know that, they just wanna see what, can you try?
Right.
And a lot of people can't try. You know what I mean? They're just like, I can't do it. I don't know. I'm like, just try. Like you can literally talk yourself through. It's like trying to do the alphabet backwards. Most people are just gonna go, I can't do it. It's like, oh, well, you don't know. You can just sing it backwards.
Z, Y, X, W. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. C, D, A.
You know, so
Yeah, it's hard.
it's incredible how, you know, like they do that and all of a sudden people get stumped. It's like they have wired their brains to be
Yeah.
in that particular pathway the entire time.
Right. And that's okay, except like if it were Kung Fu, that's fine. But in this organization, they're telling you, you
Right.
gotta know it backwards, forwards, right hand, left hand, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like do it, do the whole thing, 10th key syllabus, right hand, left hand. H, I'm sorry, no, so 10th key syllabus would be like this. H, ni, san, shi, do, ru, sich, hutch, ko, jo. Right, you do right side, left side, which is very awkward because it doesn't have the alternating cadence.
Right.
And just to say, like, you know, it just, I know sometimes like, well, why don't we do that? And I'm like, 'cause I'm just trying to help people like learn. Teaching somebody 21 lower body is like hard enough.
Right.
I'm not trying to like,
Right.
you know what I mean, like scramble their brains in the class. But I feel like for those who are interested in testing,
Mhm.
they need to start getting themselves to the level where they can do that thing going. Yeah, backwards or starting with the opposite side. You know what I mean? Start this way. He, my, Joran, my category, Soto, Uchi. You know, there's infinity variations. Start with ones that are a little bit easier, doubles, triples. You know, triples probably one of the easiest ones. Moving syllables, we'll get all into that. Let's go into syllabus next. So we'll do 10-9-8, and then we'll do 10-9-8 movement. So, 10th Q syllabus, H, ni, san, shi, do, ru, sich, hutch, go, jo, shi. I don't know what to make it. I asked Shihan, I was like, because I'm trying to help Kai get ready for testing.
Oh.
And nobody else, I wouldn't. But I was like, I want to help him prepare so that he's not caught off guard because I'm a bad coach, you know what I mean? So I was like, what do we need? I was like, does he need, I know he needs syllabus. I was like, but for 10-9-8, does he need stationary? And then moving, what is moving? He's moving 1 step forward, 1 step back, 3 steps forward, 3 steps back with turns.
Right.
I was like, that's all good. Like, I'm not, you know, but I was like, for a kid, I don't want to, or do I have to train them all? I said, just let me know. And he goes, let's do 3 steps and turns. And I was like, is that 3 steps and with a turn, or is that 3 steps and 3 steps with a turn? I was like,
Oh, yeah.
God. I was like, I don't like, I'm back to being, I'm not even gonna ask.
Right.
And just, he gave me an answer that didn't clarify things for me enough that I was like, all right, that doesn't even help me.
Right,
Is
yeah.
that hand symbol move 3 steps and another moving one with turns, or, anyway.
Right.
You could interpret it either way, so I was like,
This is awesome.
we just gotta know everything, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not like, anyway. So, I try to clarify a little bit, but it is what it is. So we'll do 3 steps and a turn. But you know what I mean, you should be able to do this one 3 steps forwards and then 3 steps going backwards. That's actually a little bit easier for the most part. Turning one is usually a little bit harder. So I'm gonna slide down. I'll be on this side so that when we go up 3 steps and we turn, we'll turn towards you. And then when we go back down 3 steps, when we turn left, you'll be able to see me. Okay. So 10 piece little this way. Right for that, get on the right. Okay. Shit. H. Knee. Sun get. Shit. Okay, left foot back, and we repeat the last technique. Shit. H. Knee. Now this is Chudan. Sun. Shit. Okay, Chudan. Shit. Get on. H. Knee. Sun. Shit. Okay, get on. Shit. Pose, step right, one right. H. Knee. Sun. Shit. Okay, we just step in high punch. Shit. Chudan. H. Knee. Sun. Shit. Okay. Chudan. Shit. Get on. H. Knee. Sun. Shit. Okay, get on. Shit. Joran Uke. H. Knee. Sun. Shit. Okay. Shit. Get on right. H. Knee. Sun. Shit. Okay, get on right. Shit. Easy getting. H. And we slide into the knee. Sun. Shit. Okay. Hands come up. Yeah. Shit. When they come right back up, we go to King J. H. Knee. Sun. Shit. Okay. Yeah. Shit. Anyway. Yeah. Sorry, what did you say?
No, it's not like that one.
Yeah.
Just because it's simple.
Let's go 9th Q syllabus. This is where we introduce now Sanchin Dachi and Kyokushin Dachi. Good. Check. Shit. H. Knee. Sun. Shit. Do. Rip. Cinch. I'm sorry. You're right. I was wrong.
Okay, go ahead.
Shit. H. Knee. Sun. Shit. Do. Rip. Cinch. Shit.
Is it the balls of her foot? Oh,
Chuso.
so
Ball. Okay. Right. And when we do the ball of the foot, I think sometimes people get here and they flex their toes back. Yeah, it's hard to see in my shoe, but I want to make sure, like, if I was using my heel, my foot would look like this. If I use the ball of my foot, actually, I want to point my toe. Point my foot and retract the toe. So that's where it's like a little bit different. I see people retract their toes well, but not point their foot there, like not do the both at the same time. They either go 1 or 2, but have a harder time expressing that foot extended with the toe back.
Take some serious dexterity.
Right, because if I just do this and I pull my toes back, I'm still hitting with the bottom of my foot. I want to make sure that I'm hitting with the ball of the foot.
I want to kick David between the bottom.
Right with the ball of the foot?
Yeah, and he caught it with his elbow.
I know.
And it didn't bother me ever since.
There's no good place to catch the elbow. So if you're here and I front kick up and you just bring your elbows in and I catch the elbow tip, it hurts my foot. If I roundhouse kick and I catch the top of my ankle, you have shin guards on, but one, if you hit with here, you're probably just gonna break your foot anyway. And then up here, there's a big gap in the shin guard too. So you know, where, you know, I mean, there's not too many places that it feel good on the elbow. So even, the only time it feels somewhat okay is if you're wearing shin guards and you hit the shin.
Right.
So that's kind of just a, you know, what I mean, we're just saying, hey, I got protection.
Right.
So it really, you know, I've done this too, where I've just spun kick, and I end up really like with this part of my foot getting hit by the elbow,
Oh.
and it hurts so bad. It's just like just the little tiny bones in your feet. You're like, so yeah, it does suck. But the ball of the foot again is probably, at least you're not gonna break it.
Right.
Those like the worst thing would be, you know, these little bones.
Oh.
You know, that's just
God, those hurt so bad.
cracking an elbow would just be right. You go, right, you blast it. I mean, you throw a roundhouse kick as hard as you can, and the guy brings his elbow in, and you clap that. I mean, it's the same as your metatarsals, carpal. You know what I mean?
I think it's something happened like that with me in my fight. For the first guy.
You can break those so easily.
Yeah, I kicked him. I was like, this is really bad. I can't use my leg.
Yes,
My left leg.
that's why I always tell people, like, if I throw a roundhouse kick and you check it, and I hit with my foot, I still want to throw this kick. That's when I change to here, because now you can check it and it doesn't hurt my instep. So I was like, it doesn't mean don't attack that. It just means you might have to attack it with a different tool.
Loose.
That's like every time I threw my instep, I hurt my instep throwing kicks. I just switched to front kicks, knees, heel kicks, side kicks, back kicks. Somebody would be like, oh, I hurt my foot. I'm like, that can mean something, it can mean nothing.
Right.
I mean, I could break a bone in my foot and be able to throw tons of kicks on it because I'm not going to use that part of my foot.
Right. Oh.
You know what I mean? It's not like, same thing, like if I hurt my thumb, doesn't mean I have to stop throwing punches. It means I have to stop throwing the punches that hurt my thumb.
Right. Because
Yeah.
Like I remember one time you said, it's like if you this leg is messed up, it's like okay, you use this.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly. Or this thumb is messed up, so I have to use my elbow. I have to use Mawashi punch, like turn my thumb down and get it out of the way.
Can you do it like this?
Yes, that's another one.
Oh, yeah.
Here, so it's like,
Especially right here.
so if we're sparring and I want to set up my low kick, but I can't punch because I'm worried about my thumbs, then I do like 1, 2, 3, and I just set that up. It gives me the same feeling. 1, 2, 3. It lets the, like, you know where you want to go, but you just can't quite set it up. Just change the tool.
Loose.
That's why I feel like sometimes people don't spar when they get hurt. I'm like, you're missing a valuable opportunity to learn how to work around an injury, which you're going to kick somebody in a fight, hurt your foot. And what are you going to do now?
Right.
You never trained to like work around those things.
Right.
You always said, oh, I'm hurt. I'm not going to spar. I'm just going to wait till I've got all my tools and I can go back to using my hammer. I said, what if your hammer breaks mid-fight? What are you going to do? You got to be like ready to grab the saw and the screwdriver, you know?
No, 100%.
Unless your organs have been impacted.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
Bless you.
Yep, that's true too. So let's go, knife piece of this moving. Yoink. Right for second, gate on right. Shit. H. Knee. Time. Shit. Now my hands are up. I'm gonna cross right foot over. I'm gonna take my left hand punch. Shit. I always throw people off. I step right, punch left. The only reason I throw people off, I think, is when I step right, punch left, I like to reach my right hand out and pull it in. It feels good. That's not right. I just always do it, and I see them punch with this hand, and they didn't see that I was just setting it up like that.
Loose.
So I'm left foot forward. I reach right, step right, punch left. Deep. Son. Shit. Okay. Shit. Shoot on. Deep. Son. Shit. Okay. Shit. Get on. Edge. Deep. Son. Shit. Okay. Shit. This is where I go Kotsudachi and right hand underneath Uchibukai. Deep. Son. Shit. Right, left hand under. shit, soto uke, H, ni, san, shit, hit, shit. My kage to the stomach, chudan, magari, H, ni, san, shit, mote, and cross, get, shit. We have to repeat it going back, H, we're on the wrong side, ni, san, shit, mote, shit. And when I say we're on the wrong side, just because there's an odd number of techniques in that routine, not because we did anything wrong. So you'll always have to repeat that last kick in ninth key. Eighth key syllabus. Good. Right foot forward, something that's shit, H, Hatezuki, ni, san, shit, go, rip, sich, lunch, jump, jump, shit. Only difference might get here is it's high, not. 3 steps forward, turns, wait. Right to back, shit, H, ni, san, shit, mote, high punch, shit, H, middle, ni, san, shit, mote, shit, H. Remember the elbow stays relatively close, we're not gonna extend the arm. Ni, san, shit, mote, shit, keep it that cheek, keep it that cheek. Ni, san, and this is on like a 45-degree line here, right? And the foot slide 45-degree line here. Shit. This will be shoulder level, and we're gonna punch high. H. Shoulder level punch high. Ni, shoulder level punch high. Shit. Shoulder punch high. Shit. Shoulder level punch middle. H. Ni, san, shit. Hey. Shit. Shoulder level punch low. H. Shoulder level punch low. Ni, san, shit. Shoulder level punch low. Shit. Rotate uke. Ni, san, shit. Shit. So notice from here, it feels weird. But I'm going to switch. And when I step, now it's going to feel right to come with the left hand from the right, because we usually do that in the stationary one. Here, switch, step left, shit, down, hand comes in. H, we can go again, right. Ni, san, shit, take. So, and we literally, we know uchi uke, we know gerambarai, and now we're just doing them at the same time. This is my uchi uke, this is my gerambarai. So don't let this, if my left hand is parallel to my thigh and gerambarai, now it's right hand is parallel to the thigh. And then just bring it in front just a little bit. Yes, exactly, yes. And hands come up, high my gate. H. Ni, san, shit, okay, shit. And then we don't obviously have to do my getting twice because it's in a number of techniques.
What's the axe kick that goes
My kage?
Oh, it's my kage?
Yeah, so my it just means to the front.
Okay.
And then you have geri as a kick, kage is a rising leg technique. They don't have good. So you have all the, if you hear geri, it's like it's kicks. So you have hingeri, my geri, washi geri, it's all the kicks. When you have a straight leg, like an axe kick from the front, you have my kage, soto kage, uchi kage, yoko kage. That's all those techniques where your knee doesn't bend.
Gotcha. KIG. Straight leg.
Yeah, straight leg, they say rising, but yeah, it's a straight leg. We got also 1098. Do we have to do any more syllabus?
So there's just 9th syllabus, and well, for blue, I gotta do 8th Q syllabus. That's it. Done that.
So it doesn't, you don't have to know seventh or anything.
Not 7th. Not 7th yet, but you know what? I don't mind learning 7th.
No, let's not even. Let's just slam the testing material.
All right.
Says here, hit Omari 10 times.
Sounds about right.
For condition.
Sounds about
Where's
right.
that? Where's that stick?
Quick question.
Yeah.
So, this is incredible. It's like all these things.
Once the testing's over, we can do whatever. This is your class. It's not. I mean, I'll teach. If you say, hey, you teach me, I want to do X, Y, and Z, we'll just do that. Like I don't. You know what I mean? I have a lesson plan, but basically, I kind of put it aside when there's 1 or 2 people. I just kind of say, what do you guys want to do?
Right.
So, but only because I'm only giving you input on what we should do based on what testing in like less than 3 weeks.
Right. Yeah. Oh my God.
Just slam it. It's literally 20 days.
Oh, it's not good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, what is today, the 2nd?
Yeah.
It's on the 21st.
21st.
21st?
Is it? 21.
And
21 or 22, whatever that Sunday is.
honestly, so I think they're gonna have me go against. Well, I don't think Reggie's in med school, right?
I don't know what he's doing. To be honest.
Maybe you'll do something on the sides. They have some bigger platforms.
They'll just all of those will just gang up on you.
10 people.
Yeah, honestly, they'll find.
They're like 10
find a way.
men would say for your food up.
Yeah, they'll make it happen.
All right. So we did 10, 9, 8, and P9 so don't need.
Oh, random.
We can do it for Marcus.
I don't have that. But we're good.
We do.
You don't have anyone on it yet? Is that true? Okay. Well,
Wait, let me check.
yeah, double check.
You do have.
Yeah, you probably do.
Maybe the first
It does start off like you pump them with and I want like, you know.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's the first one. Unlock the one.
Okay.
Samba.
Pinan sono san, pinan sono ni.
And then moving syllabus 10. Okay, yeah, so the last one is run.
What's up, Edge
From Morocco. What do you guys stream on?
So she goes on.
I'm on TikTok because I get more people there.
Oh, yeah.
I do YouTube.
Sorry, I don't get
People
changed.
are nicer on
No,
TikTok.
that's all right.
No, I said people are nicer on the TikTok. They're like willing to follow everybody.
Yeah.
Compared to like
Yeah,
Facebook or something.
yeah.
Instagram, nobody cares.
yeah. It's really funny. This is cool that you guys done it.
Shifu, after we do Red Rockos, I know we want to stick to the syllabus thing. For the last 5 minutes, can you maybe do something like 7th Q? I just don't know.
Do whatever you want, man.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Let's do you wanna work just number 4?
Red Rockos.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Steps.
steps.
Just work on that for like 2 minutes.
All right.
I'll come back and work on it together, but that's the only hard one. So, number 1 looks like this. The foot we pull the right hand to the hip. We're gonna go punch.
Oh,
Yeah, you notice that. We're gonna make that. So I punch and then kick. Punch. Kick. Punch. Kick. And okay, we just slide. Left hand under, left hand block. Reach up. Shit. Hey. Knee. Punch kick. Punch. Punch kick. Okay. And turn. And our left hand goes under. Block. Left hand. Shit. One more time. Hey. Punch kick. Knee. Punch kick. kick, kick, shit, punch, kick, punch, kick, punch, kick, kick, shit. Try that one. 3 times, punch right, kick right, punch left, kick left. Yeah. Kick.
Shoot. All right, Shifu, when I'm transitioning from one side to the other, and I'm doing the step, so right here, do I step right here and then,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And I like the way you did it. Now you said, well, I interpret, you said, do I step? And I like that. Sometimes I see people go, or sometimes I even teach it like this just because I want people to see this arm. This arm was straight, but I actually don't want it to go straight lock. I just want it to go like, I don't want to make it a big sweeping action.
Right.
I want to think from here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe sharper.
Right.
Rather than straight line.
You did it. It just pointed out that stuff. I like how you did it.
Shoot.
Right. Yes. It's just such a unique thing that stands out to me because it's not a normal kumite stance. And later, that's what they do become.
Right.
For whatever reason, right now they're pushing that,
Got you.
that old school Japanese.
And I think that's the part that throws me off. If somebody cancel from right here.
I know.
If I'm already right here, I can already, all I gotta do is
Right.
post right there.
But in this one hand always chambered on the body,
Yeah.
which is pretty traditional. I mean, all of our katas are here.
Right.
All kung fu katas chambered on the body. It's like, it just feels weird to not be in a stance doing a traditional form and chamber the body,
Right.
chamber on the body. But you know, we do that. Just keep it in mind. You do kung fu, you do karate.
Got you.
Keep it chambered on the body for this set.
Loose.
So when you turn and do this, do you put the weight on the back leg or do you?
So actually, it's a really good question. I think you're gonna be weight like a little forward, and as you turn, holy shit, you're gonna kind of be weight on the front foot
Shit.
versus like, you could make it. I think you're gonna be weight on the front foot. But yeah, I don't think if it like a front stance, you could probably even have your heel up if you felt comfortable enough.
Yeah, 'cause I was questioning if it stays straight.
No, it won't stay straight, it'll be bent.
Shit.
Oh. Yeah, that's pretty much.
The only thing I have seen like some people kind of back weighted where they throw their punch and then they recover backwards.
And that's allowed?
Well, yeah. Like later what you're gonna see is we're gonna punch, but we're not gonna stay forward. We're gonna shift our way back. Versus
Shit.
one. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
we lunged into the punch, but we won't just stay. We're gonna lunge into the punch and then pull back out. So we'll have that weight shift from front to back will feel different. Right now it doesn't feel weird because our weight is forward. And we don't have to go anywhere. When you punch with your rear hand, you're gonna shift your weight forward, right? And then and turn your hips over a little bit, the other way. Yes, and then when you bring your hips back, yeah, there's like a weight change from being here, here, here. Like I feel like you're gonna shift your weight when you throw those hands.
Shit.
So I guess this is the guy leading the summer camp. I'm gonna make one. We'll do one every single week. We've been doing it. This will be. These are the combos.
What's this? What's it?
Yes.
That's a question mark. crazy. He's fast. He's flexible.
Yeah, just. I'm just doing some homework. Every week we'll pick one of his combinations and hit it all week.
Oh, okay. You know, they say the term slow as smooth as fast.
Yeah.
That literally, I mean, the guy's not going at rapid speed, but it's like,
You can just see how fluid he is sometimes.
yeah.
And he looks pretty tall.
Yeah, I don't know how tall he is.
He's gonna be like 6'2" or 3".
Shoot, once I can view it. Yep. And the crazy part is, this is like his kicks.
Check this guy out. You actually, like, I've seen some of these ones. Same thing.
I'm gonna be shocked if he did taekwondo.
No taekwondo.
He's in the ring.
Sleep.
And he walks away. So he knows every punch and every kick he's doing is doing damage.
Yeah.
He's not gonna fight him.
Dude, his body, that's death right there, dude. It doesn't even look real, right?
Yeah,
It
he's
doesn't
so
like,
fast.
he's like,
Oh, the cardio kick now?
He doesn't even miss. It's crazy.
Yeah, it seems like he's totally in control.
the hits just keep coming, just like turns his back and lays him down. And then, dude, the reactions, it's like, and when he teaches too, like during COVID, he was just teaching online all the time. And so it was like easy to just like go on and get like a 3-hour thing of him in his living room, just being like, just doing this syllabus, 3 steps forward, 3 steps back. And it's just like, dude, I can't believe you're such a killer fighter and you train basic.
Right.
I mean, it's just so crazy that you usually think like they're different, but there was him and another guy, and they work closely together. And they're long story short, they're both the same. They're both like killer technicians, skinny little technical. Like if you saw them lead a class of like basics, you'd be like, I don't get it. And then you watch their highlight reels, and you're like, well, how are you good at, like, how are you such a nerd, like a karate nerd, and still like just a total killer?
Right. Yeah, he weird. Dude is unassuming.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially when you see him teach the curriculum.
But he
stuff.
doesn't do like a bunch of bag workers.
I'm sure he does.
He definitely does.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he only does like karate katas and then he goes out and destroys people. He's definitely hitting the bag and doing pads. But it's that he like they're like they do both. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, that's really cool. You know what I mean? They're not just a fighter. They're like, no, I do kata. I do lots of kata, lots of syllabus, lots of curriculum, lots of Renraku. You know? Oh.
Yeah, they're deep in this.
Yeah.
He was very precise with like every blow.
That, when he teaches like some of these combinations, he's like solar plexus, shoulder, low kick, liver, and you're just like, that's what he's saying. He's speaking whatever Dutch language, you know, from the Netherlands. But you can hear what he's saying, like you know, or at least that's what I interpret him to be saying, like shoulder, solar plexus, liver, you know.
I think, you know, it's funny because like the things that he was hitting at.
Yeah.
I think I hit people there and they didn't stutter or they didn't flinch, and I thought that wasn't working.
Right.
But it's like he's showing that it actually, of course, it does work.
Yeah.
I think the thing that hinders me is just my lack of
Commitment.
Yeah. It's like I'm thinking that something's not working. I'm like, okay, throw it away. It's like you gotta keep going.
Yeah.
You know, so that's incredible, man. Like, and the thing is, he wasn't catching guys square right here. He's catching them right here as they're moving and still putting them down.
And the jaws.
But it was the thing too, where it wasn't just like an overwhelming show of force. To me, it looked like tap, 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 and you're just like, that worked? Like, that was so like precise, you know? Like you said, it wasn't just like a mauling, you know?
Right.
He probably also practices like shifting.
Yeah.
And seeing like how much power you could do just by a little shift.
For sure.
Instead of just like wailing on something.
Because honestly, you can hit somebody hard. Like me and Tom were talking about this. You can hit somebody hard just going this.
Yeah.
You know, doing a half-ass punch, it can still hurt.
Yeah.
So it's just like this whole thing, and that's why they say to be more relaxed. Because this whole thing about things like I gotta put all this power in this one punch.
I also look at it like this. Like if you hold your hand and like this, I think sometimes people misinterpret this as power. And they're squeezing their own muscles.
You're just tiring you out.
It's like, why would I squeeze my biceps when I'm trying to punch you?
Right.
But that's their tension. So it's not that they're making power, it's that they're making tension. They're squeezing their triceps. Let's just pretend I'm just squeezing my bicep while trying to punch you.
All right. There's no power in.
Yeah, because I'm tense in the wrong way. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like I need to relax my bicep to throw that. Like, why would you squeeze your hamstring while you're kicking people?
Right.
But people don't know. They're just tight. They're just tense. They're just squeezing. They're just making power.
Right.
You know.
Right.
I used to have a coach in China. She's like, relax. And I was like, wow. She's like, I didn't say go slower. You need to relax to go faster. That's where I got this from. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you move like this. You know, she's like, you just type everywhere. You can't go fast. And I was like, and then you hear those things like almost trying to drive with the brake on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to take those brakes off, but it's hard. You know, you're just making power.
Well, the power actually like the hips.
Yeah, you're squeezing all around muscles. You're squeezing the muscles that are supposed to prevent you from extending your arm or extending your leg. Those muscles are contracting too when you're squeezing everything.
Everything has its own weight.
That's why I feel like those guys who are relaxed sometimes it just comes out faster because they don't have any inhibition or any tension in the opposing muscle groups.
Right.
Let's do one more thing, please. We did Renraku, kata, syllabus. Let's just do the 10. Let's turn face this way. Let's do 10 directions to keep on kata. Good. Look, get on right. H. Knee. Sun. Shake. Go. Rip. Sit. Touch. Go. Jump. Shake. Same thing with the reverse punch. H. Knee. Sun. Shake. Go. Rip. Sit. Touch. Go. Jump. Right block, left punch. Shit. I just always think we should try it facing back.
Right. You're right. It threw me
we also got because we have the visual cues that we use in here, and they'll help us here, but they're not going to help us in FSK.
Right.
Finished everything?
Loose.
Anything you guys want to go through?
Honestly,
It's
when I
gonna
go.
be like conditioning for legs or something.
You've done enough conditioning for legs. You couldn't even jump last time.
Honestly,
I'm on the outside now,
Oh, thigh conditioning, that kind of conditioning.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
not the muscles.
Yeah. Someone asked me, they called, they're like, do you guys do body conditioning? And I was like,
Yeah.
we call body conditioning in Kung Fu like.
Hey, Dark Sink.
relay raises
How you doing, buddy?
and push-ups and squat jumps, and we call
Yeah.
Where you
body
from?
conditioning in karate like
When
punching
you're,
and
like,
kicking
hitting
each other.
it.
right.
I was like, we body condition. They use the same word, but we
That's
mean
what,
something
yeah.
different.
I was like, oh, conditioning, like hitting the legs.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Shoot, I was.
Tomorrow, Thursday, we'll do.
I'll just tell Omari to get me in the
Yeah,
legs.
there you go. You got a conditioner right here.
Yeah. It's I was looking at how Davey, number one, the kid, me and him were jogging outside. I'm like, holy cow! It's like either I haven't ran in a while, and so I'm like realizing like like you said earlier, you really do have to do a lot just to keep up with what you were doing before. And it's not that you have to do a lot. It's
No,
just that you
it's
have
true.
to do everything along with the certain capacity of everything that you're already doing now.
Yes.
That's really what it is. It's like, okay, when I was young, I didn't have all these responsibilities, so I had all the energy.
Right.
Now I got all these responsibilities, and I still have to have the energy to do these things. And it's like,
It's hard to, yeah.
And when you catch an injury, you got to do everything all over again. Oh my God. It's like starting from.
What time?
lessons
What's the
learned.
time at your area? Yeah, I'm trying to like it, bro. And blue belt. Oh, nice, bro. Blue belt. Okay. Let me know when you're in America. I'll fight you.
Just start
well, spar that is.
Hanging
I'm
it out.
not gonna fight him.
fighting everybody.
I'll fight anybody right
It's
now.
on site. You're just at the grocery store. Somebody comes up and starts fighting
You said,
you. You said we're gonna
but
fight.
I'm in America, you're right.
My phone died.
No.
Wait, what? What is it?
That's just it's better.
Oh, it ends by itself.
Oh, for
What the
Pete's
hell?
sake.
I don't know what this is.
Shoot. It's like, yeah, I gotta start running again. And it's so funny because like how life tries to creep up on you and you start saying to yourself, I still got it from like I had
Yeah.
a couple months ago. It's like, no, you don't.
Or sometimes you do. Sometimes, like, I think that people
What's
go
cool?
like,
What's cool?
oh, I used to run every day and I could run like this. And then they try to run again and they're like, oh, I can still do it. And then I'm like, yeah, but you can't do it every day like you used to.
Right.
It's easy to like squat whatever you squat. And then you can still do it. You take 3 months off, you can still do it. You're just gonna be so sore the next one.
Right.
Like, the
Right.
soreness is gonna be different. Like if I went for like you know what I mean? People go hiking a lot. I'm like, dude, I go hiking one day. I'm gonna be wrecked for like
Right.
4 days.
Right.
It's just like, yeah, I can still do it. I can still get through it, but I'm not gonna be good.
Right.
It's like Kyokushin, I feel like the same thing. Like I could spar every single day and I was fine. Now I think as soon as I come back, I'm sure one sparring session is going to set me back for like a couple of days because your body's not used to it anymore.
Right. And that's exactly what happened with it's almost nerve-wracking because it's like that's exactly what happened with David. I'm noticing like he's dishing out a lot of punches, and I'm like, this used to be so not easy, but it was more doable. Now I'm like, can you slow down for a bit? Because I'm just like, baby, I can't, do it right now. Like, I haven't been training like at the time I haven't been training by like a month and a half,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, how the heck did you get this good? And I'm like, well, Omari, he got good, but also you haven't been training, so.
But he's also, how old is he?
Baby's like almost 18, but it's like
Yeah,
still at the
he's
same
really
time,
young.
it's like at the same time, it's like I'm 32. I'm not
No, you're not.
I'm not old. And also the thing is, it's like I can, like you said, like you. I was watching Baki and
Can you
Muhammad
help me
Ali.
take that bar down while we talk?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was watching Baki and Muhammad Ali. This interview is interviewing Muhammad Ali, and he said Muhammad Ali is the correct, like yeah, sickness is getting to him, but then all of a sudden Muhammad Ali kicks into his old self for 10 seconds, and he says, I'm still a champ, even if it's for 10 seconds. Like, yeah, but he can't do that, minutes and hours on, like.
That's true too. Just like taking time off, it's also like you just get older.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Old dude might still have it, but he can't really stand.
Right.
It was so funny. I was like, that's how I feel. I've just felt crippled for the last couple of years. And my friend was like, dude, he's like, you're like the crippled kung fu master. He's like, you can get up off that stool, kick some ass, and then you have to like sit down and smoke your pipe again.
Yeah.
That's it. That's exactly what it is. I'm the crippled kung fu master.
It's so funny because it's like how I was looking at that.
Yeah.
How he, retired. In Dark Knight Rises, he retires and hasn't fought for like 8 years.
Yeah.
I was even telling him it's like when he retired, he was at such a level.
I appreciate it.
No problem. That's where it belongs. It's like he retired and he was at such a level that even the trained assassins were no match for him. Only Bane. And Bane was no match for him. But he retired at such a level that he could take off 8 years
That's true. I've seen that.
and like come back.
There's also like I used to see these Chinese coaches.
Mhm.
And they were like 40-something years old, sitting in the corner. It's the same thing. There's these crippled kung fu masters. These dudes you just be fat, smoking, be like yelling at kids with a little stick, be like nice suck, and you like hit them with a stick, get up and just fucking tornado kick 720, sit back down. I'm like, that fat fucking coach just banged out. I like that. I was like, this is like, god damn, or like they'd get up, like do a kick. It was so crisp, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like I always thought that was so cool. I was like, it's in your fucking bones. It's in your DNA. Like you drilled it so much, you can't get rid of it, can you? Like,
Right.
It's just in your body.
The big guy, there's a big guy at Shihan's place. I'm pretty sure you know him.
Yeah.
But he's like, he says to me, oh dude, you're gonna be outdoing me. I'm old. And I look at him and I'm like, I don't. Huh?
Was it Shihan's brother?
No, it was other guy. I forgot. He wasn't his brother, but he was just like,
Okay.
I forgot like what his name was. He would